Here are 40 positive quotes about Islam from various non-Muslim individuals. The Quran has a profound meaning in every verse. It's a book of knowledge and a book of truth. Mahatma Gandhi. I have always held the religion of Muhammad in high estimation because of its wonderful vitality. It is the only religion which appears to me to possess that assimilating capacity to the changing phases of existence which can make itself appeal to every age. Thomas Carlyle. Islam is a vibrant faith that has enriched the world for centuries. It is a faith that has always been a part of American history. Hillary Clinton. I have a lot of respect for Islam. Queen Rania of Jordan. I believe in recognizing every human being as a human being, neither white, black, brown, or red. When you are dealing with humanity as one family, there's no question of integration or intermarriage. It's just one human being marrying another human being, or one human being living around and with another human being. Malcolm X. In the Islamic world, you can find beauty and wisdom everywhere. You can find it in the way that an Islamic craftsman designs a carpet, the way that he carves a piece of wood, and in the architecture of an Islamic building. Laura Bush. Islam is itself destiny, and it also has the ability to determine destiny. Syed Qutb. The Islamic teaching has left great traditions for equitable and gentle dealings and behavior, and inspired a feeling of a life in Muslims. Annie Besant. I am more afraid that this people have so much confidence in their leader that they will not call his bluff, so you can rule the world with the leader of the Islamic State. Kurt Eichenwald. We've got to stop fighting Islam. Islam has a long history of tolerance. Wesley Clark. Islam is a message of truth. We are not here to convert anyone, but to wipe out the notion of conversion. Abid al-Jabari. The Islamic faith is based on the religious texts of the Quran. But it's also based on the wider body of law developed by scholars. Karen Armstrong. Islam has been the most pervasive cultural, religious, and political force in the life of the Islamic world. Bernard Lewis. Islam is a religion in which God requires you to send your son to die for him. Christianity is a faith in which God sends his son to die for you. David Foster Wallace. Islam is an eternal faith. Hussein al-Khuli. The more I read and the more I study, I began to like the religion of Islam, for example. Michael G. Moore. Islam is the fastest growing religion in America, a guide and pillar of stability for many of our people. Elijah Muhammad. Islam is a very monotheistic religion. It doesn't allow for multi-divinity. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We are making new steps in the relations between the Islamic world and the Western world. Nabil El-Arabi. I see Islam as the strongest force of civilization today. Ricardo Muti. It is the duty of every cultured man or woman to read sympathetically the scriptures of the world. If we are to respect others' religions as we would have them respect our own, a friendly study of the world's religions is a sacred duty. Mahatma Gandhi. Islam is a peaceful religion. Tony Blair. The message of Islam is the message of peace. Jimmy Carter. I have found far greater enthusiasm for Jesus in the Islamic world than I have in the Western world. John Stott. I have a lot of respect for Islam. I have a lot of respect for all the religious groups. Donald Trump. The principles of Islam challenge me to be a better person. Randa Abdel Fattah. I think Islam has been hijacked by the idea that all Muslims are terrorists, that Islam is about hate, about war, about jihad. I think that hijacks the spirituality and beauty that exists within Islam. Akbar Ahmed. I love the fact that there are tenets of Islam that teach us to be peaceful, to be kind, to be forgiving. Ellen DeGeneres. The Islamic faith, by contrast, could be seen as a form of emancipation. It has been a moral rejuvenation. Suhail Sadi. The United States has never engaged in an act of aggression against the Soviet Union, but we have engaged in acts of aggression against the Islamic world. Noam Chomsky. The teachings of Islam are the basis of the moral values of Turkey. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The Islamic teachings have left an indelible imprint on the cultures of the world. Li Keqiang. I am not a Muslim in the usual sense, though I hope I am a Muslim as one surrendered to God, but I believe that embedded in the Quran and other expressions of the Islamic vision are vast stores of divine truth from which I and other Occidentals have still much to learn. Houston Smith. The religion of Islam is a comprehensive way of life, and it has been embraced by over 1 billion people worldwide. Cat Stevens, Yusuf Islam. I was lucky that Islam was not forced on me, and I can choose my religion. I'm still exploring. But it's hard not to be impressed by a culture where the people just seem to live in harmony. There's crime, but no ghettos. Dave Eggers. The divine purpose of the universe is that it exists for each and every one of us, and no one can be excluded from the love of God. Islam doesn't exclude anyone from the love of God, so there is a unity. David Hare. I believe that Islam is a great religion that preaches peace. John Kasich. Islam is not only a religion, but a way of life. Jimmy Swaggart. The Muslim faith is not foreign to me. I have learned about it from different perspectives, and I am impressed by its beauty. Angela Merkel. The faith of Islam teaches human beings that we should take care of one another, and it is of utmost importance to ensure that everyone is well, in body, mind, and spirit. Muhammad Ali. These quotes reflect a variety of perspectives on Islam from non-Muslim individuals, highlighting aspects of its cultural, historical, and spiritual significance.